Hey guys, welcome to another one of our reviews. I'm the Worm, this is the Proton. Today we're doing a different kind of review. We've done one previously like this one, this is a second one. We're doing drip tips from realvapes.co.uk.
Indeed. Yeah, today it's a bit difficult to do drip tips, but we'll do what we can. Basically, we're just going to show you the drip tips, basically, and a little think about them. So yeah, realvapes.com. I hope I get this name right. It's Aether, or that's how we say it in the UK. It's Aether.
I think it's more pronounced like Ether.
Please get in touch. Voice note me on Facebook. But yeah, sent us down to us from realvapes.co.uk, as well as a couple of other bits and bobs to play with, which we'll obviously let you know.
Coming soon.
They are coming soon. So yeah, basically, we're going to do drip tips. They've got four drip tips. We've got all stainless steel. And we'll show you them, let you know what they're called. Obviously we'll let you know you can get them from Real Vapes as well, and some prices for you.
First up we have Shisha.
Which is with me.
Yes, which is with you.
You get a drip tip in a little bag, which is always nice, little baggy. All stainless steel, guys. We don't know what grade stainless steel. Does it list it there?
I'll have a quick look.
That is Shisha. It's kind of like a Ming drip tip at the bottom, and then it's got the sort of almost like O-rings on the way up. This is kind of like semi-shiny. It's not super polished like super shiny, but it's not like a matte finish like your RSST or your Sigeli 19 would be, for example. But it is what it is. To review drip tips is not easy, to be honest with you, because we can like them. I mean, I love drip tips that he detests, and vice versa. So these are, to be honest with you, drip tips I would say almost more
a personal touch,
a personal taste than juices are. But it is what it is. So yeah, this is the Shisha, which it does kind of look like the old school Shisha pipes, which is obviously where it gets its name from. There's not really a lot you can go wrong with a drip tip. If they've put a hole in it, it is what it is.
And an O-ring.
An O-ring, obviously. These are single O-ring, 510 drip tips, which is kind of what we've all become sort of accustomed to now. But this is it. Like, I mean, that's it on an RSST, for example. I think.
Have you said the price yet?
I haven't said the price yet.
$2.99 for each one of these each.
$2.99 each for these
drip
tips.
It's not bad for a stainless steel one. So
I think that's a very good price for a stainless steel drip tip.
I think the average price for stainless steel tips normally ranges between about £3 and about £6, depending on.
Certain ones though can go well above that.
Yes.
So that is what it is. They're actually very, very well priced.
Yeah.
But that's it on an RSST. I mean, these are all personal preferences, but that's how it looks like on the RSST. What else have we got around here? Let's have a look.
I've got a Zeus.
I've got a little Zeus there. That's what it looks like on the Zeus.
Not too bad actually.
It's fairly simple stuff, guys. It's a drip tip, but this is nice and narrow at the top. So if you like narrow drip tips, this is one for you. I do like narrow drip tips, to be honest with you. So this is one for you. And I'm going to have a vape whilst we're on flaps.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to flap about basically, because they're just drip tips again. I mean, we've kind of covered everything. They've got a hole in them. They're 510. They've got an O-ring on them. There's 4 in the actual selection you can pick out. I mean, we're doing the Shisha one now. We've got. Next, we have got the robotic arm coming, which you'll see in a second.
But yeah, that is that one.
Yeah,
that is the Shisha. So if you like the look of that, realvapes.co.uk, and it's £2.99, which is really cool for. It's a good price for a drip tip, to be honest.
Especially a stainless steel one.
I love stainless steel. You like stainless steel, didn't
you? Yeah, I kind of have certain preferences on stainless steel. They still have to look right for me. I mean, like you like all the ribbed ones for her pleasure.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
But I kind of like the smoother ones. So
I'm wrong. I mean, I've got stainless steel drip tips in all varying ranges, like in designs. But for me, a drip tip has to be stainless steel, pretty much. Whereas you will use sort of ceramic and.
Yeah, I've got one ceramic that I've got, and I do quite like that. I use that on a lot of things, but I have been verging more towards stainless steel with more my rebuildables. So.
Rebuildables, just most of them are stainless, so they look cool with stainless drip tips, but I think that looks pretty respectable on that RSST, so I like that one.
Yeah, I think that's it's a quite nice one on the RSST on its own. But
indeed.
Next is robotic arm.
We've got the robotic arm again. We've already done the price, $2.99. Again in a baggie, which is always cool. A robotic arm is similar to another drip tip I have, but kind of in reverse. That's a robotic arm. You're probably familiar with this drip tip, not this exact one maybe, but this style of drip tip. You've got a smaller ring, it gets bigger as it goes up.
It's a little bit wider than the one previously, but that's only on the actual where you're actually going to be cupping on the mouth. So
cupping on the mouth. It has got more of a well. I mean, all of these drip tips have got reasonable size wells in them for dripping, which, if you are dripping, is pretty cool.
It's a drip tip, so they are meant to be able to accomplish that as well.
But that is the robotic arm. This one does look slightly more matted compared to the shisha, but you're talking sort of.
It's just a slight buff it needs.
Little amounts, but I like this kind of drip tip, especially if you've got things like the AGR Kato tank that have got the top fill nipple, which really restricts how wide your drip tips can be at the bottom. It's quite narrow at the bottom and it gets wider. You've still got a bit of design there. This one feels
I have one of them somewhere.
Yes, I know you have an AGR somewhere. Nope.
No, it's not happening, is it?
No. But this one at the top is flared, but the actual diameter of the tube in the centre is basically the same as the shisha pipe. So you they are comfortable to use. It's very comfortable to use actually, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. But that is what it is, guys. If you like it, Real Vapes, $2.99, stainless steel drip tip. You can't really go wrong. They do quite a lot of other stuff on there as well, guys. They've got some rebuildables and bits and bobs that you may want to take a look at. So head over to the site. Obviously, we'll link it for you down there to make sure you can do that.
And it'll be up here somewhere.
It'll be somewhere along. It's above me, the site usually, and drip tips. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. If you like the look at that one, then obviously go for that one. These four are all available. They're all in like one little section, and then you then choose which one you want from your drop down menu. Yeah.
Next we have the vase. It's called, and it just basically looks like a miniature mini kind of vase drip tip, and that's basically what it is. And that's quite a nice one there.
It does seem slightly more sort of chromed or shiny.
It's definitely been either really shined or chromed, but it's definitely stainless.
It's stainless still, but it's definitely either highly buffed or chromed. That one, it's more polished than the others.
That's it on my Zeus. I mean, it actually fits quite nice.
It's quite nice. I mean, I have actually got like a sort of a Ming style, King Kong style drip tip. If you compare the size, this size is your typical size, so it's actually like a sort of miniature.
A miniature one.
A problem with a lot of these kind of drip tips, which is one that I already had, is that they will protrude, especially if you're dripping. A lot of these drippers are narrow and short, obviously to give you a nice small flavour chamber.
Your RSST just to show.
Stick it in my RSST.
Because that's what I've been using. It's kind of a.
It does. It's a bit of strong.
It's kind of funky and nice at the same time.
It's still not too massive in the mouth. I don't like ones that you put in just like that. You know what I mean? It's nice to use. It actually feels smaller than
the other one,
the shisha and the robot one.
Maybe it's just where it's curving in. It's actually filling more to your lips.
Indeed, but again, guys, personal preference. So, if you like the look at these, obviously you can go in and you can choose your preference. If you like the look of all of them, to be honest with you, it's 12 quid for 4 of them. I think that's very good. Seeing as I've seen drip tips that stainless steel cost twice that for one. So. It is what it is, guys.
That's actually really comfortable in my mouth. That one.
It's very nice to use. It's very nice to use that vase.
Next we have.
Last but not least,
TP in another baggie like that one. That one was the vase was in kind of like its own plastic sleeve thing, kind of like how you get mods sort of thing. This one's in a baggie again, and this is TP. And this one isn't as shiny. It's kind of like a.
That is definitely a more matted than any of the others, isn't it?
That is the most matted one we've got, but that's the TP there. It's obviously coned out at the bottom, so if you've got like the top fill screw on any of your devices, you may struggle with that one.
Yeah. But if you have got quite a wide dripper, probably spot on.
I don't think this one's going to be wide enough. Oh, well, actually, that fits perfectly on the Zeus.
There you go.
Perfect. That is literally. There is a small, like 1/2 mm lip there, so yeah, that's quite nice.
Indubitably, bang on your RSST.
That's actually really nice.
It blends quite well actually. Definitely wider than the others to use, but
yeah, I think it's the widest.
Has an adequate hole.
I'm sorry. It's the widest of the 4. That one on the where your actual lips are going to be actually surrounding the top of the strip tip. So.
Worm's used to a bit more girth in his mouth than I am, to be honest with you.
He just can't help himself.
I'm so sorry. Oh dear.
We had to liven up the drip tip somehow, but yeah. That is the 4 drip tips we got from realvapes.co.uk. So
they're all actually very, very comfortable to use. They're all solid. They're stainless steel drip tips. Again, there is little you can go wrong with a drip tip as long as it's 510 at the bottom with an O-ring. It's got a hole through it. It will provide what you need it to. But it's nice to be able to see them before you buy them and actually see them in a device, so you can gauge sort of how big they are. Also, the finish on them and the fact that we've used them and we can tell you how they feel. My preference of the 4, I do like the robot arm and the shisha, which is convenient because Worm prefers the vase and the TP. So but they're quite nice, but they all will blend with different atties. And the price is a banging price, it's a very good price.
And there's a good range of four, so obviously choose the one that's going to either fit your style or your device, whichever way you like to go. So, but yeah, for $2.99, I don't think you can go wrong for a steel drip tip.
No,
you really can't.
Sorry guys, you should head over there and definitely check them out anyway, because they've got quite a few nice little bits and bobs on there, a little bit of everything. You can have a look, and they do quite a little range of juice as well. So if you're after drip tips and stuff,
yeah, they've got an RBA coming up.
We have got an RBA.
Juices over there as well coming up as well from the same site. So definitely a bit of everything on that site that you can have a little poke around in.
Indeed. So yeah, go ahead and check it out, guys. This has been the stainless steel. This has been the stainless steel drip tips from realvapes.co.uk. Just a big thank you for sending them over to us. It's been greatly appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. Ather.
We're so sorry. He did know better than I did, so I don't feel as bad now.
No.
To be honest with you. But yeah, thank you for sending them down to us. Very much appreciated. They look good, and they're
more coming soon from this site.
they are very good. Yeah, we'll have more coming soon from this site. I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Mr. Proton. This has been The Worm. See you soon.